I want to talk about the specific charges here. The two Guardians players, Luis Ortiz and Emmanuel Clase, are charged with wire fraud conspiracy, honest services wire fraud conspiracy, conspiracy to influence sporting contests by bribery, and money laundering conspiracy. How serious are these charges?
The charges are very serious, Brittany. The government has charged these. The Department of Justice has charged these crimes as conspiracies, which means that they are not only the crime itself, the action that these individuals allegedly took, but the agreement to do it, as a group. And the penalties for that kind of crime and those kinds of conspiracy can be quite steep. The way that the sentencing guidelines work in sentencing in federal crimes is often based on how much money is at stake. And because there is quite large sums of money at stake in this case, I believe the indictment alleges more than $400,000 of potential ill-gotten winnings. That can create significant exposure for the individuals involved in the conspiracy as far as a period of incarceration might be concerned.
And prosecutors allege that Clase threw balls to rig prop bets starting in or around May of 2023, and he helped the bettors win at least $400,000. And Ortiz allegedly joined this scheme beginning on or around June of 2025, and he helped the bettors win at least $60,000. So one alleges a lot more than the other. There was a lot more time than the other. Does the length of time or the amount of money won become a factor here, do you think?
Yeah, it absolutely does. It may not be a factor in whether or not the individuals are, guilty or are going to be found guilty of the actual crimes alleged, but it absolutely will affect the penalty that the individuals would receive. Because again, it is tied to the amount of money at stake. Although, again, because it is charged as a conspiracy, each individual is effectively can be made responsible for the actions of their co-conspirators. So in that way, they're kind of all in it together. But the fact that I believe it's Mr. Ortiz who allegedly joined the conspiracy much later, he would be considered to have less of a role, likely because he wasn't, as far as the indictment goes, it doesn't appear that they believe he was the sort of the mastermind, if you will, of this conspiracy.